these are the different ways of
Like the
finding the
cause,
errors.
yeah, the cause and the effect. I mean, using the cause and effect, we have to find the defects.
Yeah, exactly. That means errors. That's what I'm saying.
Errors.
These are the
Yeah.
different techniques how to find out the errors and how to give the solutions.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one is feasibility study. So about feasibility study, I have already explained to you in our module number 2 in enterprise planning. That is, in feasibility study, there will be 4 parameters. If a requirement is satisfying these 4 parameters, then only we are going to keep in development, or else we are not going to keep in development. That is economic feasibility, legal feasibility, technical feasibility, and operational feasibility. Okay. So legal feasibility is nothing but whatever the requirements we are taking, so it should be legally acceptable according to the company laws and state laws. And economic feasibility is whatever the cost that we are investing on that particular requirement. So in return, we need to get the worth which is equal to that cost or more than that cost. If it is not giving that worth, then it is waste of developing that requirement. And technical feasibility is whatever the requirement we are giving, so the developer should find a logic to develop that requirement. In case if there is no logic, then we can't develop that requirement. And operational feasibility is whatever the requirement we have developed technically, that should be operationally acceptable. So in case if that requirement, if we are unable to keep that requirement operationally, then it is waste of developing that requirement. It is nothing but operational feasibility. So a particular requirement has to satisfy all these parameters. Then only we are going to keep that requirement in development. Otherwise, we are not going to keep that requirement in the development. So that is nothing but feasibility study. Then next one is business case writing. Okay. So here are some of the steps how to write a business case. Business case is nothing but analyzing a project. Okay. So here are the some of the points. Like these are the steps, like situational assessment and problem statement, project description, solution description, cost benefit analysis, implementation timelines, critical assumptions and risk assessment, conclusion and recommendation. So what is a business case is nothing but we are going to describe about the project. So what is that project all about? What kind of problems that project has been facing? How to overcome that problems? So what kind of system we are implementing and how this system is going to help to overcome these problems? So that all we are going to write in the form of a case study. That is nothing but business case writing. Okay. So this is a standard format, and in real time scenario how we are going to write business case writing, I will explain you. First, we are going to name the project. Let us say ATM system. This is the name of the project. Then description. Okay, in description we are going to describe about the project. So with the help of ATM systems, we can withdraw the cash wherever ATM systems are available, and we can do transactions like bill payment and mobile payment also, and we can request for checkbook and passbook also in the ATM centers. So this is description. Then then we are going to explain about what are the current problems that are faced by the business. That means before ATM application system, what are the problems that are faced by the business? Why we are trying to implement ATM application system? So we will say that before when ATM centers were not there, the customers used to come to the bank and they used to stay for hours together in the queues to withdraw or to deposit amount. Okay, so even some banks are very far away to the customers, and if they coming to the bank, they used to think that they are going to keep a leave to their office. That means bank is taking nearly 6 to 7 hours to do one particular transaction. So in order to avoid all this, we are implementing ATM system. In this way, we are going to explain the current process, and after that the proposed new process. So how we are going to give solution. Then after that, if we are giving solution, how many problems are addressed and to what extent. That means whether all the problems in the previous project has gone through with this project, or still any issues are there. Okay. Then after that we will be explaining in case if the problems are addressed, how many are addressed and to what extent. So in case with the implementation of ATM center, if there are 10 problems, let us assume that 8 problems are satisfied, and to up to what extent these problems are solved, that we are going to explain. Okay, and after that we will see whether implementation of this project is possible by the existing resource or do we require any additional resource. Okay, so to implement this project, whether the available resources are enough or whether we need to recruit the new resources. Then after that we will do cost benefit analysis. So how much cost we are putting on this project and what is the benefit we are getting. So that is nothing but cost benefit analysis. And finally, the final step which we are going to do is a return on investments. So how much returns we are getting on our investment. For example, if you are keeping $1,000 with rate of interest. Okay. Now for putting this $1,000, you need to explain, that is the returns. The returns could be more. Okay, so that means if you are keeping $1,000, we need to ensure that we are going to pay bank loans in that, and the bank is going to put some interest. So by removing this, at least you need to earn some money. So we are earning some money or not, that will be decided by return on investments, by doing this return on investment. Okay, so these are the different steps which you are going to write in a business case writing. That is, first one is project name, second one is project description, and third one is current problems faced by the industry, and fourth one is how the implementation of this project is going to overcome these problems, and fifth one is in case the problems are addressed, to what extent they are addressed, and next one is whether we can implement this project with the available resources or not, and after that we are going to do cost benefit analysis, and after that we are going to do return on investment. Okay, these are the different steps to write a business case writing.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the different 6 enterprise analysis techniques for business case writing. So these all techniques comes under knowledge area 1. Now second knowledge area is requirement planning and management. So in this knowledge area, first we are going to identify the stakeholders. Okay, then after that we are going to prepare the stakeholders list of stakeholders. Then after that we are going to prepare the summary of stakeholders. Okay. Then after that,
Yeah.
we are going to prepare RACA chart. That is, who is responsible, who is accounted, who is consulted, and who is informed. Okay. So what is, after identifying the stakeholders, we are going to prepare the stakeholders list and the stakeholder summary. Now, what is stakeholders list and stakeholder summary? After identifying the stakeholders, we are going to prepare a list. Okay, we need to meet this number of stakeholders. That means if you specified a figure, let us say we need to meet 15 stakeholders. Okay, and we are going to put each and every one detail. Okay, this stakeholder is this one, and this stakeholder is this one, and this stakeholder is this one. That is nothing but stakeholders, listing of stakeholders. Now, stakeholder summary is, out of these 15 stakeholders, how many stakeholders you have met and what kind of information you have gathered. That is nothing but stakeholder summary. Okay. And
Yeah.
RACA. RACA is nothing but we are going to draw a RACA chart in Excel sheet. That means we are going to take in each field who is responsible for gathering requirements, who is accountable for gathering for requirement gathering, and whom we need to consult and whom we need to inform. That means after gathering requirements, whom we need to inform. Okay. This all is nothing but RACA chart: responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed. Okay. This is all about requirement planning and management. Okay. So we have covered two areas, two knowledge areas. One is enterprise analysis techniques, and second one is requirement planning and management. And next one is requirement elicitation. So that we are going to see tomorrow. Why? Because there are 10 requirement gathering techniques. So if I want to explain the 10 requirements, it will take nearly 40 minutes. Okay. So rest of the other 4 business areas we are going to see tomorrow.
Okay, Nikki.
So till now everything is clear in module number 4.
Yeah.
I think I have to go through module number 4 once again. Then I'll ask if I have any doubts.
Sure, no
Yeah.
problem. So you can go through the module number 4 once again, and if you have any doubts, you can put it before me tomorrow. I can explain you.
Okay, Nikki. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.